Hey people, I am 30 and welcome back. Return of Caesar, here in Crusader Kings 3. Playing as like the 6th or 5th guy, I think it might be the 6th guy or something. I feel like I was checking this lineage, but I just wanna see it. He is the 1, 2, come on, 1, 2, 3, 4. He's the 5th guy we're playing as. Which means he is the 6th Caesar if you take into consideration the first one. And of course he's the same one as our one because we are role-playing this. I don't need your help. I don't want to do this. I don't want to marry you because you are inbred and we are still fighting Serbia. I remember, I haven't played in a few days. I haven't actually recorded at all in a few days. For some particular reasons, I haven't had the time. If you're one of the few ones who watches my Total War campaign, I haven't really uploaded that one in a few days. A few weeks rather. And it's not because I'm giving up on the campaign. That's not a reason why. It's just that I haven't had the time to upload that specific campaign because I have things in my life has just gotten in the way. Generally, I tend to do things during the weekend which stops me from being able to record. And this particular weekend I was actually working because I do work part-time as a security guard. If you didn't know, you know that now, which meant that I do sometimes have to do other things than record YouTube because I still have to pay my bills, really. So that's why generally, I have mentioned this before, but generally if I am not uploading something, it's not because I'm giving up on the campaign or anything like that. It's usually that I don't have the time to do the uploading. Because I have other things in my life. I have other priorities as well, and I sometimes need to put them into my priority. Really, okay, I'm not going to do this. It seems like a very futile, stupid thing to do. Man, I feel in my throat today. What I think they might try and do is kill this dude. I feel like that's the thing that the AI would try and do, but he's actually not trying to do it, so that's good. I'm trying to take kind of a big duchy, so I guess I can see why I need a lot of war scores to make this work out. Yeah, I want you to get your supplies back, then I want you to siege this down. I want you guys to get your supply back as well. So I'm gonna take this guy, put you in here. The other guy, can you stand in somewhere what you have? You can stand here. That's great. Oh, we actually got a free claim on Roma. But I can only press one claim at once in a war because I don't have the tech that I need to press several claims. Which is not this one, it's actually... Which one is it? Let's see if I can find it. I think it's actually in late medieval. If we gain... Yeah, this one. You can press multiple claims for another character. Oh. You cannot use the Yorkcast's belly until late medieval times. I feel like that's a bit bullshit, especially if you're playing as the Romans, you know, because the Romans did have a lot of claims which they just had for free. They could always justify attacking certain places in real life because they were like, okay, we're going to resurrect the empire, and everyone agreed with that. Okay, they're trying to resurrect the Roman Empire. It does make sense. That the Eastern Romans are going to try and resurrect the bloody empire. Yeah, I can join in a peasant uprising. I'm not going to lose fame. You serious? Yeah, I'm going to join a peasant uprising. I have no issue joining a peasant uprising. But I think what I might have an issue with though is them trying to kill me, because you're a really bad commander. Let me tell you. Okay, so they're trying to kill... no, I scared them away. That's good. That's good. So if I try to... You're not a strong troop, though. A strong force. So I want this siege guy back here. That's what I want to do. What I also want you to do is to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. I feel like I mention this every video, but I feel like it's still a thing to say. So you do not miss out on any future content in this campaign, as well as helping me out as a content creator. Because the fact of the matter is that most of the people that watches this campaign are still not subscribers. I think only about 25 to 30% at a maximum in these later episodes are actually subscribers. Which means that there's a lot of people who could potentially subscribe if they want to. Zeus is the way you pronounce it. I went to the Swedish pronunciation for a second there. He will condemn those bad people, you know? So you two can, for now, you can merge. We are in the hills. Which one would I prefer? I think I'm gonna stay with the hills. Nah, I might just go with this guy. I think he's the better one. Nah, I went for the wrong commander, it seems like. That's a bit stupid. I failed with that one. But I still want to win this battle. No problems. I am part of this peasant uprising. I feel like he's going to be able to deal with it himself, because he is a strong dude. Yes, he is. He should be able to deal with 3,000 peasants, and he's actually dealing with them right now. Look at the size of Alea. This is much bigger than Vlad the Impaler's kingdom that he used to have. Well, if you don't know who Vlad the Impaler is, does the name Count Dracula ring any bells in your heads? Because that's the person that person himself was actually based on. Or the character of Count Dracula was based on Vlad the Impaler, Vlad II of Alea. What do I know? I can make him pay me and I get intrigue experience. And I can also give... I just want the gold. Gold is okay. Thank you. The basilisk is attacked by peasants. Also capture someone. A mayor for once. I can hold a mystical community. I'm going to. And I can also host a feast. I'm going to, because I have a lot of money. I should probably spend it on my buildings, but I don't know how much I actually can spend on my buildings anymore. Because I could build the Dutch building. I don't have the research to do it. Yeah, I don't. Good to know. All of you are maxed out, so I'm not going to build anything. I could build things in these counties, you know. Or I can actually not do it because they're actually finished. Except Cagliari is actually a terrible city. As is this one. This is actually a really bad county. This one is actually worse. I guess I can build those up and just get a better income. Because my income is already really good, but I can always increase it even more. My dear Leech, I do not profess to fully understand your habits and practices. However, I must applaud you for the obvious effort you put into your prayers. Oh, I was like, what is this? Welcome, my friends. I gained a perk. What I think I really do need, this one is good, but I also think I need research to go a bit quicker. That's why I'm going for this one. Cultural fascination progress plus 35%. So that's basically speeding up. Is this actually the fascination? I think it might be. It means if it gets speeded up. No, this one is. On one of this. Okay, this one. This is the fascination. They will get speed up with 35%, making research go much quicker, which is something that I do need to do, because we are not great on the research side of things. I could get a hook on you, and I see no reason to be a rival with my sister. You should be friends with your siblings. Just a bit of advice, which I feel like most people already know. You should try and keep your... Well, they do say that keep your friends close and keep your enemies closer, but I still want to keep my family close enough. And basically the reasoning behind keeping your enemies closer is that you really want to know what you're trying to do before they do it. If you have any close enough, you can always... You don't want to ransom your wife. This man won't actually ransom his wife. You have an amazing marriage, dude. Man, that's awesome. That's such a good marriage. I don't know who this woman is. I like having a big a lot of cash. But I feel like I want to increase this even further, potentially. Okay. My count is already at maximum, except Cagliari. I'll try and increase. I actually own this one as well, but this one is actually fully. So I'm going to focus on this one instead, because they have more money with all of the buildings. You're trying to change the culture in Tunis. You're trying to convert the faith in Messina, which is good. Because I know about control. You don't have to tell me. You're getting your supply back. Oh! No, this is bad. I probably should try and get the reinforcements in. Man, and I'm seeing as I don't occupy the entire duchy, I won't get a taken war score either. So they are a bit smart here. They're actually parking on top of the place that I need to take. So what I'm going to do is actually siege down this other castle. And that will be enough for me to make sure this happens. You're the son of some random person, so I don't care about you. He's a bit handsome. A pretty boy. A really pretty boy. Yes, he is. This will happen in 2 months, that's okay. What's Basilius doing, by the way? Is that a peasant uprising? Oh, okay. Yeah, it is. That feels like a bit of overkill, if you ask me. 17k troops. Man, the Emperor is strong. He's really strong. I cannot do this because we actually failed last time. I will try and do it again in 1 year. So we can finally get that hook on the Emperor so we can change the contract. Which is not what I want to do because he's stealing a lot of my levy. And I think the levy is the main thing. I want to get my levy back. My income as well, but I mainly want to get my levy back first. Because they're going to weaken him as well. Having less of my levy in comparison to other people. Is I feel like I've probably gained all of those places myself. I didn't. I gained one vassal. This person. There's one dude here. He's Orthodox and he's Bulgarian. I feel like that's not what I really particularly want. But I can only actually revoke one place at once. I cannot revoke 2 places. We go for Pristina and we have this place. This is the actual capital of Serbia in this. At least this the capital of this duchy. So, Hellenic Roman, that's what we want. Galenius, you can... Was he any good? He's actually a good spy master to type of that guy. And Pristina, that's the capital of Kosovo. And I know that because my girlfriend is from Kosovo. He's actually really good. I want either high learning or high stewardship. And the thing with having guys with high learning is that they are more likely to be able to convert their own counties. That's basically the reasoning behind it. I want to go on a pilgrimage. I'm going to go to the Vatican because I want to, and I do have the money for it. And I'm actually making a huge amount of money, as is the Emperor. We're basically making as much as each other. What happened to you? He ran into one wounded doe. He can be ambitious, a sadist. The thing is, being a sadist in this game is actually a very good trait because you can actually kill your own children. You know? I love ambitious. It's such a good trait. Being a sadist is actually really, really good. Because you are able to kill your own kids. To make sure we don't have this. But I want him to be ambitious as well. It's such a good trait, you know. But being able to kill your kids. Although that general opinion -10, it's not a good thing. He can be an ambitious man. I feel like my Caesar won't kill his own kids. He might kill his grandkids, but he won't kill his own kids. You know? I have some standards, I feel like. At least I try to. He's turning out good. He's turning out really good. He's already better, I think. Yeah, he's already better than his older brother is. That's actually really good. I have walked the holy path, and I became a mystic. By the way, I need to make more people into witches. when talking about mystical things. I have a brother, which is not even in my court. He's a princeps. He's actually disinherited. Yeah, because I did that to him. I did do that to him. I distinctly remember disinheriting my brother. Disinheriting my second son, because not messing out the inheritance, you know. I would only lose Crete. But that is if we were playing as this dude and not this dude. I want to play as the second dude. Rather than the first one. That's awesome, you know. Can I... Yeah, I can. Let's go for it again. I am the steward. Yes, I am. I am making a shit ton of money. But I'm going for just the second trait in the intrigue. Then I'm going back to stewardship probably, because we have the diplomatic skills that we need. And my next born son, this dude, he's going to be the learning character. If we can be friends, I have no issue being friends with you. I actually like it. Yes, I do. Returning home from the feast. And we can now extort my subjects for money, which is an amazing thing to do. It's generally a good thing to do. I make them lose 10 opinion, but I gain a lot of gold. This one that's also losing 10 opinion. But this is actually a better one to go for. Especially seeing the dread. The tyranny takes longer to go away, I think, but this is 10 opinion. This will go away, it's starting to go away. So pardon. We actually get lessened with time, while the other one will be 10, straight 10 for 5 years. Now you want your wife back? You didn't have the money or something. We need those resources for the troops. If one small village in Padua has to starve, the heated argument between my councillors follows me out of the room, and Spadusa, the representative from Padua, meets me with tired eyes as I approach. For some reason I read that as Spatula, but that's not what her name is. I can take the intrigue experience. And that means we get the trait. And I want probably the murder scheme power. This one is good, but I think that's what I want. Being able to kill people is generally a good thing. And then we go back to stewardship. I go for monthly income. That's the best one, in my opinion. And look at that income. 50 gold per month. We're probably making more than the Emperor is. But I feel like he's probably making a lot of money from me in feudal taxes. Yes, he is. That would be 3 more gold or 1,000 levy. I feel like that's an easy one to do. I want the 1,000 levy rather than only 3 more gold. Although him having gold is not a good thing for us. Oh. That's a really good one. I didn't even know this one actually existed. This one would be good as well. There is a lot of good things we could go for. Yes, there is. But I want to decrease my levy to him, I think. I think that's the thing I want to go for. I also want to keep on expanding. Juliana. My niece. Valentinian. Herculean. That's good. Keep on conquesting. Where is the question? Apparently there's a crusade going on. Which means that the Pope is kind of busy right now. The thing is, this could potentially be an opportunity. Ooh. He's already fighting this. The Arabians, or the Muslims, are already trying to take Roma. Good luck with that one. Careful study, or I want progress. I want this to happen today. I'm getting that beer. Not beer. I want beer as well, but I preferably want that bad. I became a novice hunter. We return home. That's actually beautiful. Look at the size of the empire. It's not exactly what it used to be, but it's really big. I like it. And someone said that, okay, you don't want the emperor himself to reform the empire. But don't worry, if he wants to do that, he's going to have to take some places first. For example, he needs Alexandria, which we don't control right now. He needs Jerusalem, which we don't control. He needs Antioch, which we actually do have. But and he also needs Roma, and he needs Venice. He needs a lot more things here in modern-day Croatia and Bosnia, which he do not control so far. And he also needs the entire Duchy of Tunis, which we do not control either. So I feel confident in that he's not going to be able to reform the empire himself, which is going to leave that up to me to do, which is how things should be. What we could try and do though is try and take more things in Italy. I would like to take more things within the empire itself, but that would mean I would need to fabricate claims, and that would mean I would not be able to actually convert counties with religion. But I think that's potentially something we could do with the next character rather. We are 56-year-old. We're feeling fine because we have that life reaffirmed thing for 5 years. Yeah, basically 5 years from now. So we're going to live at this 5 years more than we already have. The question is if I want to attack like Brescia, you only have one county. You're fighting in the Crusade. I could take you down. Pardon. You have a strong ally, apparently. I don't even know where they are. Italy is apparently ally to you. I feel like Italy is probably also... okay, he's a prince of Italy. He's not actually Italy himself, so he's not fighting in the Crusade. But I feel if I just take those guys, raise them, park them on this place, they're not going to attack me. They're going to be too scared to try and do that, even if they join in. You know? So I'm going to take the siege leader wherever he is. He is apparently not alive anymore, which is a bit sad. This guy is really bad, by the way. He's really bad, but hopefully that's actually something going to speed things up. Yeah, they're actually trying to attack us, which is a bit surprising. I'm not going to let the terrible guy be the commander, though, when they attack us. Even though the terrible guy would have been able to win that battle, I'm not just going to risk it. So Tunis is Roman, and I need to make more places into Roman. We have those places becoming Greek, which is not making me particularly happy, to be honest, but Greek is not the worst thing, I guess. Could be worse. It could be like Arabian culture or something like that, which doesn't make sense with the Roman Empire whatsoever. I guess Illyrian would make sense as well. There were a lot of Illyrian emperors in Rome. For example, I think the most famous Illyrian emperor of Rome was Diocletian. He was Illyrian. But there were a lot of other Illyrian ones as well, especially in the 3rd century, I think, that they had. Which is kind of interesting. If you think about it. Like, why were Illyria having so many emperors? I think it might have something to do with Illyria being one of the more populous regions within the empire that wasn't mainland Italy itself. And there were many of the people of the legions came from Illyria and Thracia. Oh, and from Thrace, basically Roman Thrace as well. A lot of Roman legionnaires came from those regions, which meant that if you were an Illyrian and you were good enough of a commander, you could create a following from the Illyrian and Thracian legions. I guess that's a way you could see it. I'm about to ransom those people because I want the money. It's a bit cheap, I know, but 50 gold is actually kind of a big amount, and especially in the beginning of the game when we started out, 50 gold I would have killed for 50 golds. Even though we're making 50 gold a month now, when we started out, 50 gold was a lot of money. And you shouldn't forget about those things. You can do a lot of difference with 50 gold. Yeah, we're getting a bit close to the Vassal limit. That's a bit concerning, but it only means that I have to create more duchies, rather. Which we could do. We have this offensive war thing. You're actually Roman, you still don't like me. You want to seat on the council. You could be my marshal, actually. Yes, he could. He's a vassal as well, but he's not one of the better ones. So I'm going to take this dude. He's actually a Roman person. Because I've been thinking about changing my succession law, but if I want to do that, I need all of those people to like me. And this person will never like me because he's not actually Roman, he's Greek. Which is actually terrible. I'm already trying to fabricate the hook on the Emperor, and that's more important, though. We do already have a claim, right? Yes, we do. We do have claims on a lot of things. Sure, I can join you in this war, which you probably will deal with yourself. Wait, what? Oh, this one. I think he will deal with that himself. It's not like that. Okay, it's actually a very strong peasant uprising, but I feel like he's strong enough to deal with it. And peasants, they don't have any men at arms. He does. Yes, he does. So I feel like he's going to be able to deal with this. But it's a big one. It's a really big one. Constantina, you're almost of age. You are really, really bad. You don't have a guardian, and you're already betrothed. Oh, right, you're the person betrothed to the Wallachian dude. So you're kind of important, actually, when it comes to our alliances. I have to remember, though, if I fight the Pope, I do have alliances myself. The Pope, though, is really strong. I don't really know what he's trying to do what he's doing with his troops. I'm not going to become a drunk. Is he down here? Is he trying to fight this thing with his troops? I don't know where those troops are. That's the thing. If I knew where those 10k troops were, I could just go in and take the papacy down, take the entire duchy of Latium, which I want to do. I want to take the entire duchy of Latium, and I want to make this my capital rather than Athens, because Roma is much better than Athens in game. And it's also an holy site, you know? And they have the Colosseum, which is an amazing special building, and the Aurelian walls as well. They're actually trying to siege Roma down, but they're not able to do it, which does make sense. I think they will need more than 500 troops to take down Roma. Okay, so this one is probably good. This one is not bad either, but... Okay, so you are actually a witch now, my son. He became a witch at 15. So that's impressive. What's wrong with you, intrigue, though? He's really bad at intrigue. And his brother is much better than intrigue than he is. He's a better character overall, I think. Especially when he's getting his education as an adult. But his intrigue is a bit concerning. But I think it has to do with him being, wrathful, for example. So you can get married, please. Have some fun times. Make some babies. Take control of that entire thing if you want to. What I want to do is take more things. I want to take down Italy. They do have strong allies, but I think we can take this infirm guy down if I wanted to. They will have Diocletian, which is interesting. That's only 3 counties. Not particularly impressive. That's 2 counties. 2 counties, 1 county, 2 counties. That is a bit more, but it's not connected to the rest of my places. And Friuli is actually 3 counties, you know. They are vastly inferior, of course. Yeah, go for it. I'm gonna take down the Roman capital. I think that's the first thing I'm gonna do. And then I'm gonna go for the war goal. Oh, we're already in the right place. Awesome. Okay, my daughter's of age. You are... Oh, you're the one betrothed to this person. He's the Wallachian guy. Can you get married now? Would you like to get married? Come on. Why can't I make them get married? See, where is she? Oh, they already are. Before she got of age. That's a bit weird. Looks like that's the game pulling a trick on me. What is he doing? I could go and kill Italian army. I think that could be a smart thing to do. I do have an organizer. I want to siege down the capital of the Italians first. Okay, so the Pope lost the... For a second I thought he lost the war for Rome, but he didn't. He won this war, but he lost the Crusade. That's good. He has also spent a lot of money on things. Yeah, he won this one. He did. Oh, I actually do own Padua. I didn't remember this. Because Sergia, you are a bit of the bigger side. She's a giant as well as being fat. I guess that's a kind of impressive. This is a good alliance, you know. He's a bit far away though, so I feel like that's not the thing I want to go for. That's also... There isn't really a lot of good alliances around, so I might just marry her for traits rather. He's of my family. He's a bit old, but he's actually really good. And they're not saying that it's going to be intermarriage, so that's a bit interesting. It's not going to... They're not telling me it's incest. I guess they're not actually closely related enough for that to be an issue. Okay, we're starting to win this thing. You can probably go and siege down the war targets. We can get the taken war score now. Oh. Being in the winter is not a good thing. Who could have guessed? I would prefer if you didn't walk through the opponents though. Oh, he's actually the guy that I'm trying to take this duchy from. Why is he having such a... Oh. So this single duke is trying to take down the entirety of Venice, and he's actually succeeding. That's impressive. How is this duke strong enough? He has a lot of mercenaries, I guess, but that's impressive. You would think that Venice would be able to outmerch other people. But apparently that's not the case. I don't want to fight those dudes, because that's a lot of opponents. And I don't even know if we're going to win that battle if it came up to it. So I'm not going to risk it. I don't really know what the Italians went, though. Like, where went the Italian forces? Who knows? They went somewhere, probably far away. Like a distant galaxy or something. It's weird. Is how's the supply going? It's going okay. Do we have a supply dude? We do. I gotta go for him. Just trying to get this a bit slowed down. Which didn't really happen. Do we have a... What's it called? Forder. No, that's not the one. Which one is it? It's probably the, like... Which one is it that I'm thinking of? That gives you... Can't find it for some reason. And I actually took someone with cautious leader rather than with logistics. Yeah, he's not logistic. He's a cautious leader. I was gonna go for this dude, siege this place down. And hopefully we just get a taken war score. I might just disband those guys to transport them and get the supply back. Because that's a big foe. And I want my supply. My son became an Oh, you're having a laugh. You're having a... I'm still going to play as as my younger son. I screwed up his education. I should have gone for genius guy. I weren't the right person to do this, apparently. I weren't. I am only intelligent, but I feel like I should have gotten it better than tech research education level 2. That's a disgrace. That's a bloody disgrace. Get married to this woman. It's good. That is a goddamn disgrace. And it's not going to happen. And I'm going to take a break, guys. A good place to end it. So make sure you like this video if you have enjoyed. Also make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And leave a comment down below if there's something you want to talk about. As always, I do read every single comment that you leave on the episodes. Although I do not always reply. For some reason. It does depend. Thanks for watching this, guys. To see you soon. Take care.